G'day, it's fugitive Australian journalist Shane Delling from the website and YouTube channel Kangaroo Court of Australia. Now, there's a David and Goliath battle going on between Rupert Murdoch and the Cairo takeaway. Now, Rupert Murdoch is using a person called Ophir Birnbaum as his front person, but Rupert Murdoch's the one behind it. Now, it's built into court, a defamation matter. Ophir Birnbaum suing the Cairo takeaway for defamation. Whether Rupert Murdoch's supporting him financially, I don't know. Now, I reported on this back in August, but there's been some movement. Cairo takeaway has moved onto the front foot and countersued Ophir Birnbaum. I've just published an article on it, and the article's titled Rupert Murdoch versus Cairo takeaway heats up in the federal court. It's published on Thursday, the 28th of November 2025. And it starts off, the stakes for Rupert Murdoch have gone up a few notches in the defamation case instituted by his puppet Ophir Birnbaum, known as Undercover Jew, against Cairo takeaway, who have now countersued for trespass. Murdoch's News Corp management and journalists were always going to be key witnesses as they organised the Undercover Jew media sting. And while News Corp isn't being sued, any judgment against Ophir Birnbaum for trespass could have serious ramifications for Murdoch's News Corp. Background. I published an article on the 10th of August 2025 titled Rupert Murdoch's Undercover Jew Scandal Hits the Federal Court, which starts off, Rupert Murdoch's News Corp tried to stir up trouble by sending undercover Jewish man Ophir Birnbaum to Egyptian cafe Cairo Takeaway in Sydney's Newtown in February 2025, wearing a cap with the Star of David on it and a Star of David pendant. Ophir Birnbaum filed a defamation claim in the Federal Court of Australia against Cairo Takeaway owner Hesham El Masri and staff member Talat Yeh on Tuesday the 5th of August 2025 over Instagram posts in February 2025 about the incident. The Star of David is a symbol generally recognised as representing both Jewish identity and Judaism. Mr Birnbaum's defamation claim will drag in News Corp's management and journalists, as they are the ones who organised the Undercover Jew media sting, which is proven by leaked News Corp computer files. The Crikey website broke key details of the story in an article published on the 14th of February 2025, titled Inside News Corp's Backfired Undercover Jew Operation, which starts off, News Corp operation, sending an undercover Jewish man to a popular Egyptian cafe this week backfired when staff called the police following an altercation with Daily Telegraph journalists. Internal files seen by Crikey show the outlet planned to use covert video recording eyewear in the making of the story, which it internally named Undercover Jew and sketched out a week in advance. Channel 9 reported on the story in February 2025, and I'll show you that video now.
Tuesday afternoon and Cairo Takeaway Cafe is buzzing when a man wearing a Star of David cap walks in and orders a hibiscus tea. He moves to the back of the cafe, wearing glasses with a camera. He turns them on and he leaves, following the female staff member who served him. They're at the door when the man in the cap speaks up. The alleged conversation relayed to the cafe's chef.
Am I upsetting you being here? And she said, no, I'm just asking you what do you want. He says, because I'm Jewish.
Seconds later, a senior journalist from the Daily Telegraph enters with her photographer and allegedly asks the same female server, have you got a problem with the man with the white cap? She says, why would I have a problem? Eventually they leave, the cafe worker not far behind, and she's now the one with the camera.
That is out and out intimidation. Who comes into a restaurant and asks me a question about this gentleman who I don't even know?
Do you think it's not intimidation that you found it appalling that he came into your shop?
Show me that you're from the Daily Telegraph.
Easy.
I don't know, I think something's upsetting.
It was all part of a stunt planned by the Daily Telegraph, allegedly called Undercover Operation. A leaked planning document reads, meet Gussie at Holt Street, call on arrival at 9 a.m. Undercover Jewish man Ophir Birnbaum sees what it's like being Jewish in Sydney.
We as a small community restaurant accept everyone into our restaurant and our venue and respect all walks of life.
Ophir Birnbaum is a prominent member of Sydney's Jewish community. During the recent anti-Semitic attacks, he pushed for unity.
We have to respect each other. People can disagree respectfully
Nine News understands the Daily Telegraph contacted a Jewish organisation to help facilitate the story, but they declined. The cafe owner called police, and after a 3-day investigation, it was decided no crime had been committed. Late this afternoon, the Daily Telegraph responded, saying they never intended to provoke an incident and their approach could have been better handled. Nine has reached out to Afir Birnbaum, but he has not responded. At Newtown, Erin Ramsey, 9 News.
The Guardian reported on the 25th of November 2025, an Egyptian restaurant in Sydney is countersuing a pro-Israel activist over a News Corp stunt, alleging he trespassed on the popular eatery in a bid to get a negative reaction from staff. In documents filed in the federal court on Friday, seen by Guardian Australia, the restaurant's lawyers say they did not permit Birnbaum or journalists from the Daily Telegraph onto the premises to covertly film an interaction or ambush staff members. The restaurant claimed Birnbaum's true purpose in entering the premises was to produce an angry or negative reaction from staff, covertly film the interaction for publication, ambush staff once they had the reaction, and or seek to cause harm to the cross-claimant by portraying the Cairo Takeaway, its owners and its staff as being anti-Semitic. The restaurant is claiming loss and damages and exemplary damages, pointing to the disgraceful and outrageous attempt to increase social division by entering a pro-Palestinian premises, wearing a cap that resembles the Israeli flag, with a Daily Telegraph camera crew waiting outside. The restaurant is alleging they were targeted because of the restaurant's pro-Palestinian stance. And I go on to say in the article, I don't know much about trespassing law, but one thing that would have to be in Cairo Takeaway's favour would be the fact that Afir Birnbaum posted a video of himself online doing almost the exact same thing, where he is showing off an Israeli flag to Palestinian protesters trying to cause trouble. In December 2024, Afir Birnbaum held an Israeli flag opposite a pro-Palestinian protest, and he was marched away by police for antagonising the protesters, as per a video I'll show you now.
That we have coming of solving the massive problems and hunger that we have around the world. Shame on you!
Go away.
I'm here. Okay.
No, you're going away this way, and you're going away. You're just antagonising him. No need to be here.
I'm going to the event.
No, you're going away. Not anymore. I'm directing you to leave the area, mate. Because that antagonises them. So you're not being here.
So
go away, please.
Hold on. Can we?
So coming up here.
Yep, and we're speaking peace.
Just coming up to cause dramas. That's all you're doing.
Hold on.
Keep walking.
I'm
not having you cause a public issue because you wanted to pull a flag out. They're allowed to protest.
All right. Can we please?
You're just antagonising them. No, I'm moving away from the area so they don't cause dramas.
All right. Can we stop at a certain state? I can give you the flag and I'll go to the event.
You've done that to antagonise them.
What is it? You can have my details. You can have the flag.
Yeah, we're going to have your details.
Okay.
So I've detained you for breach of the peace, mate, because that just antagonises them, okay?
Okay.
There's a chance that they could get upset and they can hurt you. We don't have the police to stop 50 people coming across and attacking you.
The Langford slasher reported on X. Afir Birnbaum claimed he didn't have a recording of the Cairo Takeaway incident. His equipment didn't have any issues when he was secretly recording a police officer at the Technion event and trying to provoke protesters with an Israeli flag. Here's a shot from across the road. And the picture on screen now is Afir Birnbaum being walked away by police. In fact, You're Right to Know responded on X. They look like the same glasses. And in the picture you can see now, one's Afir Birnbaum being marched away by police. The other one's him at the Cairo Takeaway, wearing exactly the same glasses. Mr. Afir Birnbaum will have some questions to answer under oath about where's the video from his glasses at the Cairo Takeaway. And if he claims he doesn't have any, he should be reminded he's under oath and the potential consequences of perjury. One has to suspect the video would be very telling and unhelpful to Afir Birnbaum's defamation claim. Closing arguments. The chances of Afir Birnbaum winning his defamation case are very low, and I have to wonder who is funding his case, especially given it's such a weak case. While Cairo Takeaway did take down a couple of social media posts and apologised to some degree to Afir Birnbaum, that was done to avoid a court case, not an admission of guilt. If a fee bearable and loses his defamation case and or the trespassing case, then that potentially opens up legal options for Cairo Takeaway to sue News Corp. For example, if a fee bearable is found by the court to have trespassed at the Cairo Takeaway to cause trouble, then it won't be hard for Cairo Takeaway to file a new claim against News Corp, its journalists and photographers. Every time someone takes a stand against corruption and abuses of the law, it shows battles can be fought and won. And even if they're not won, they help shine a light on the corruption and abuses of the law. Now, I'm an independent journalist. I've been running a campaign for the last week and a half, and I'll read that out to you. It says, admin, 14 new monthly supporters joined during the last week and a half after I posted the below message, which I'm about to read out, which is great. If you're not currently a monthly supporter and would like to consider being one, please listen to what I've got to say. I'm an independent journalist and 100% crowdfunded by readers like you. Need about another 200 monthly supporters to be financially viable. Obviously, that's less than 14 that have just joined up in the last week and a half. Most independent journalists are small business owners and are struggling at the moment, just like many small businesses. If you can forward an amount between $3 and $100 a month, or whatever suits your budget, it'd be greatly appreciated. You're not locked in, you can cancel at any time. And the donations page on my website, Kangaroo Court of Australia, has all the donation options. And there's a link below this video on YouTube with the links to the donations page and other donation options. And please do your bit and help shine a light on corruption and share this video on social media. And please hit the like and subscribe button and notification button. That way you get notified when I publish a new video. Other than that, thank you for your time and have a good day.